Hello, you're watching Leanne May Bennett, Lamb for short, Lamb's Take on Meisner. Welcome, hi. So I've got hay fever. It's been tough. It was better. It's better today than it was yesterday. Yesterday, you probably hear it in my voice a little bit. I'm hating how I sound at the moment. It's probably just the same as usual, but yeah, it was really tough yesterday. It was head full, face streaming situation. Yeah, it was really bad. Look at me, chatting like I lived through the war or something, but that's what it's like. No, it's not. It's not. At all. Well, it's like a battle in my head though, because that's the thing. How is this related to Meisner, I hear you ask? I'll get there. Anyway, yeah, when you have hay fever or a cold, you have the same physical symptoms as when you have depression, the inflammation, blah, 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 the inflammation. So I'm just being like a sitting duck really to like the negativity, you know. Ugh. So yeah, that was tough. So yes, I hear you ask me, how is this related to Meisner? Well, I'll tell you. It's what's moving me. And you know, when you're practicing activities indoors, I found that completely distracting. Don't know why, because that's just the sound of London. But yeah. Anyway, when you're at the stage in your training where you're doing activities indoors, you are constantly exploring what is moving you and, you know, what you'd fight for. And I tell you what, I would fight for an holiday. I'd conquer some sexy dancing for a holiday. That's my challenge at the moment, unleashing my femininity. So for anyone that doesn't know, activities indoors is an exercise whereby one person has an activity, one person has a door. The person with the activity would have built up their own load of circumstances with an element of truth. They'll come into their house and they'll need to complete this task in order to achieve. They've got to get something done basically. And then the person with the door will arrive and they've got their own set of circumstances with an element of truth, and they need to get something from this person with the activity. So there's conflict there, and then the only way that they can communicate is through rep. So what would you fight for? Or more specifically, I guess for those that are practicing Meisner or have done Meisner, blah, 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 you know, how do you come up? How do you think up your activities indoors? I mean, I know sometimes that the idea sort of presents itself, like the actual idea for an actual activity presents itself, and then, you know, it's kind of easy to build circumstances around doing a particular thing. But generally speaking, I find that we make but generally speaking, we make more powerful choices when we work from a place of what we would actually fight for. So, for example, you might just, you might think of an activity because it presents itself, like you see some cool Pikachu makeup idea. Yeah. If you see it on Pinterest and you're like, oh, Pika, Pika. So then you build up loads of circumstances around that, like you'll get a trip to, well, the prize is that you go to Comic-Con in Tokyo, Japan, and, you know, competitions with Channel 4, and your friend has got some influencing, she hasn't, but yeah, you get to go to Japan, and that's cool, right? It sounds pretty cool. But the thing is with that, it wasn't really what was moving me. I mean, yeah, take me back to Japan, please. take me back to Japan. Onegai shimasu. But yeah, it wasn't what was moving me. I remember at the time what was actually moving me. Well, I had my nan on my mind a lot. She's always on my mind, but there was certain things happening in my life that was pushing her to the forefront of my mind. And can you imagine the work that I'd have been producing in class if I'd been working from that place? Yeah, it's so yeah, that's my question to you. What would you fight for? It's always a good question just to ask yourself in life, really. What is it you really want? So yeah, ponder that, please. If anyone is in training at the moment or has been training in Meisner Technique, have you got any tips that you'd like to share for the new ones coming in, or just to share with me? Tell me, please. Just comment below and I'd love to respond to that. It's been great. Sorry, tree. It's been great having you here, sticking with me. I really do appreciate it. So I haven't meant to milk the whole hay fever thing. It's just, it's really affecting me. Even though today is just so much better than yesterday. Yesterday was, Anyway, yes, that's it from me. So if you've liked this video, then please hit the like button. And if you'd like to, you know, stick around for some more, you know, actors life industry discussion, then hit the subscribe button as well. It's been great having you here. You've been watching Lamb's Take on Meisner, and you take care. All right, bye bye.